So my name is Roberto Pini. I'm presently the director of the Institute of Applied Physics in Florence, and I'm also coordinating the innovation pole of Tuscany for photonics and space. Let me just start introducing the industrial sector related to optoelectronics and photonics in Tuscany. Tuscany, probably since Galileo Galilei, is traditionally a place where optics and photonics have been developed, starting from the local observatory of Arcetri, which is the hill where Galileo Galilei used to live. And then in the last century, through industrial development in companies like Officine Galileo, devoted to, in particular, to optics, space, and military applications. We have also a remarkable scientific department of the local universities, as well as research centers of the National Research Council of Italy, which are carried out studies in the field of optics and photonics. But coming to the industrial sector, we have a turnover of about 1 billion euros in the field of optics and photonics, which is almost 1/10 of the national turnover in the same sector. And the main production axes which are developed regarding particular lasers, as well as lighting systems. There is also activity on sensors and on optical components. I have presented here some of the main companies working in the field of photonics. In particular, the company called ELEN, Electronic Engineering, is one of the largest medical laser company in Europe, producing laser for biomedical application as well as for industrial application. Another example is CSO, which is a company developing system for diagnostics in ophthalmology. In particular, they produce slit lamps for many other optical companies. Biophotonics, which is photonics for life science and health, is significantly carried out in Tuscany by the industrial sector as well as by research centers. The main aims are to offer new medical tools aimed at improving the quality of life of the patient, as well as to reduce the health costs, which are probably the largest cost in the modern public system. In particular, related to biophotonics, we are carried out research in the fields of minimal invasive laser surgery. As I said, we have one of the largest medical laser company in Europe. We develop lab-on-chip biosensor for detection of analytes, in particular for biomedical diagnostics. We also develop advanced microscopic and spectroscopic tools, as well as ultrasound diagnostic system. For instance, Esaote is one of the largest world companies in the field of ultrasound diagnostics. And we have also activities in the field of biophotonics and nanomedicine. Then I would like to present the Institute of Applied Physics I belong. There are also other institutes of the National Research Council of Italy located in Tuscany, such as the National Institute of Optics. We have 3 public universities located in Florence, Pisa, and Siena, and 2 private universities, in particular Scuola Normale Superiore, which has a very good tradition in the field of physics. For instance, Enrico Fermi was graduated there. About the Institute of Applied Physics of the National Research Council of Italy, I belong, which is a partner of the OASIS network. We have about 80 people of staff, plus about 50 collaborators. And the main research activity are on optoelectronics, spectroscopy, and ICT. In particular, we develop lasers, biophotonics, micro-optics, sensors, remote sensing using, for instance, devices as payload on satellites or other airborne systems, microwaves, and ICT. In the field of lasers, we develop innovative lasers for industrial as well biomedical application. Here you see an example of an ytterbium ILF laser, which can find application in the biomedical field. We also develop micro-optics, for instance, microsphere that can be used as high sensitivity biosensors. As I said, we have activity in the field of biophotonics. In particular, we are working on nanomedicine by developing nanoparticles like those gold nanoparticles that can be used as nanovectors to reach selectively cancer cells in order to provide diagnostics as well as therapy of cancer diseases. We also develop sensors that can be used for food diagnostics. Here is an example of, on the left, on a fluorescence sensor for monitoring of the maturation degree of grapes. Sensors is a word that is very often recurrent in our activity. We have sensor for satellite monitoring. We have sensors that can be used in the field of cultural heritage to monitor the degree of conservation, for instance, of buildings. Here is an example on the Colosseum in Rome. We have also sensors for biomedical application. In particular, our institute is leading a European project which is called NanoDem, devoted to the monitoring of therapeutic drug to be used in immunodepressed patients after transplant of some organs. The Institute of Applied Physics, as I said before, is also coordinating one of the 12 poles of innovations established in Tuscany by the government of Tuscany. In particular, we are coordinating the innovation pole, which is called Optoscana, on optoelectronics and photonics for industrial, biomedical, and space application. We have at present around 110 partners. 90 of them are enterprises, and then we have all the universities and the CNR institutes located in Tuscany. In particular, there are 4 divisions. One is devoted to biomedical application, the division which is called Opto for Life. And worth noting is that we have also a network of 50 public and private research labs that can be used for the transfer of innovation from research centers to companies. Optoscana is also well integrated in the network of European photonic clusters. You can see here on the right a map which is taken from the last redaction, the last issue of the Agenda Photonics 21, displaying the photonics innovation ecosystem in Europe. And you can see that Tuscany is one of the 2 regional clusters on photonics located in Italy. As I said before, one of the cluster mission is to support the technological transfer from research centers, in particular to small and medium enterprises, which typically need such support. And to do that, we have tools provided by the region of Tuscany, which are programs in which these SMEs are supported, in particular on the technological area, on the organization area, and on the training area. Other actions related to the Toscana Pole is to link with other European photonic clusters, to participate in European initiatives and programs, as well as network. And beside the OASIS network, I would like to present here some recent experiences in networking. We were part of the Network of Excellence Photonics for Life, which was operating from 2008 up to 2012. And in particular, our institute was responsible for known and minimally invasive diagnosis and therapy, as well as point-of-care diagnostics. And at present, we are participating under the umbrella of the Regione Toscana in an Aeronet program which is called Biophotonics Plus. This is an initiative in the field of biophotonics involving countries like Germany, Israel, United Kingdom, as well as regions like Tuscany, Catalonia, Flanders. We have also Latvia, another country. And the region of Tuscany is committed to support this action with significant efforts. We have at present 6 projects running from 2014 up to 2016. So to conclude, I would like to say that the Institute of Biophysics in Florence, which is part of the OASIS network and bringing there also the experience of the Pole of Toscana, is very much interested in participating and supporting projects as well as networking actions in the field of biophotonics. And based on our previous experiences like Network of Excellence like Photonics for Life, we would like to promote the role of our regional photonic cluster of Toscana as a partner for initiatives aimed at the transfer of innovation among European enterprises active in the field of biophotonics. So thank you for your attention.